everyone, I'm Cheryl Ward and I'm with Doan, Shockley, and we're going to go over the Montepulciano. Did I say that right, or did I totally mess the
Montepulciano. This is a Cerasuolo of Montepulciano.
Okay, and this is the rosé, which is my favorite. We've gone over this wine once before, but we're going to go over it a little bit again because the holiday seasons are coming around, and this is a fantastic wine, my favorite.
It's a great wine for the holidays, especially for Thanksgiving, because this rosé, it's a true rosé. It goes wonderfully with turkey, and it can go wonderfully with ham. So Thanksgiving, I mean, it's the perfect Thanksgiving wine. It is a true rosé, so it's got enough body to it to where most red wine drinkers will enjoy it. It's light enough to where most white wine drinkers will enjoy it. So if you need to only open one bottle for Thanksgiving, this is the one to get.
Now, Dawn, tell me a little bit about, you say it's a true rosé. What makes a wine a true rosé? Because we see a lot of bottles that'll just say rosé.
A true rosé, they take it, the Montepulciano, you've had our Montepulciano, it's a red wine, and it gets the red color from the skins and the stems that they put in there when they press the grapes and leave them in there, and the color comes from the skins of the grape. This, they press the grapes, and they leave, it's got very minimal contact time with the skins. So the juice is white, gets just a little bit of pinkish color from the skin of the grape, and then they remove the skins, and that's what leaves it as just a rosé.
Keep pouring. I'm just kidding. This is my favorite though. And you're right, it is a pinker color. It's not an actual red, but it does have similarities to red and white. This is a great mix for people who are big, avid wine drinkers.
Yes.
And white.
A lot of rosés, they take the white and they just pour a little bit of red wine in there to make it look pink. This has got all the qualities of a red wine, but it also has a lot of the qualities of a white wine. So that's what makes it a lot of fun, and that's what our true rosé is loving. And you smell
so nice.
It's got strawberries and cherries, and it's a fun wine. I'm not a big rosé fan typically, but I gotta say I love this one. I'm biased a little bit, but this really is truly one of my favorite rosés.
That is so good.
And again, I mean, it's got medium acidity. It's got good body for a rosé. You can really kind of feel it in your mouth, which makes it fun. That's why I can go with the ham, which is a little bit fatty. There's enough acidity to cut the fat. It's got enough body to cut the fat, but it's mild enough to go with turkey, which is a very mild meat with no fat whatsoever in it almost. So it makes it a great Thanksgiving wine, which is kind of why I wanted to revisit it.
So do all wines, when you talk about fat, do all wines kind of break up the fat? We talked about it with the champagne, and you said that's usually great with cheeses or...
The bubbles in a champagne will cut it, but a mild white wine typically is not enough. The wine will get lost in the fat. It's a mild white wine. A heavy red wine will overcome the fat, which is why we think of red wine with steak. And that's why this has kind of the best of both worlds. It's got the tannins and just the medium body of a red wine, but it's light enough to where it still appeals to that white wine. So it really bridges the gap.
It's a great wine. It's a great mix for people who might say they like red, and some might say you like white. This would be a great one if you had guests that like both. This is my pick for sure. Anyways, well, thank you.
Thank you.
This is Cheryl Ward and Doan Shockley, and we are with Martin Ulisse Imports. Come check us out on Facebook. Go get yourself a bottle for the holidays.